Hi everyone, it's Sandra with Bruce City Thrifts. Today I am in Menominee Falls, which is it's a town west of Milwaukee, and I'm with my friend Mark, who is also a passionate thrifter and antiquer, and we are going to go into the Pilgrim Antique Mall and see what we can find. So let's hit it.
Okay, this looks like an iron, like an old time, like they call them sad irons, but it is a bank. Okay, has a little, get your coins out. I sort of unintentionally have started a iron collection, or an iron collection. In the last couple of years with like gas powered and charcoal powered irons, and this will fit nicely into that collection. I think it's pretty reasonably priced. So
$7, right?
$7.50.
$7.50. That's awesome.
Yeah.
First find of the day, and right we're in the room like when you walk right in the door. And by the way, Mark corrected me. This is in Germantown, not Menominee Falls, this antique mall. So this is like the last time I was here, I spent like an hour in this room alone because I'm so slow. But we'll try to speed it up a little bit today, see what we can find. So I just asked Mark if he looks for tchotchkes when he's out thrifting, and he said he does, because I'm obviously drawn to all the tchotchkes here. Well, what kind of tchotchkes do you look for?
Well, the items that have a label or a stamp that says they were made in occupied Japan, that stuff sort of interests me, especially if they're holding a musical instrument. So, if it's a
figurine with a musical instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And not from occupied Japan.
Yeah. The other things that interest me are items that you look at and you say, who would have bought this in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
The different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
like
mean
owls,
unusual?
and that's kind of goofy.
Yeah. So, like mid-century 70s stuff, or it doesn't matter what era?
No,
just what it looks
just
like.
weird stuff.
I like little mice. This is not that old, but I like that's so cute. Mice things. My daughter just recently got, did I tell you this? She got her first pets, like as an adult by herself. She got rats.
Oh, rats are awesome. They bond pretty tightly with their owners. So, yeah.
She loves them. She's done all the research, but she's in a little bit over her head because she got one, and that she was so in love with it and so worried about other rats going to become feeder rats. She immediately got 3 more, so she has 4 rats.
Oh, yeah, that might be a much.
She's overhead.
Well, that's all right. Said, you just can't do that with all of them.
Right. Mark and I are talking about our people in our lives who have collected, and we would in the past maybe tease them about what they were collecting. My mom, I've mentioned before, collected Beanie Babies for a while, and we used to tease her. I used to tease her about that. I'm seeing here is something that she also, I think I inherited from a relative, Old Country Roses, the Royal Albert China pattern. So here's a really pretty tiered tidbit tray in Old Country Roses. And of course we've got some Franciscan pottery right here. Looking good. I think this is a really cool soup warmer. It's vintage. They said the maker is J.C. Moore for $75. It's got this hand-carved little wooden handle on top. I don't know if that spoon is original with this piece. And I would say this is, do you think this is brass? They said copper.
Yeah, it might be copper because there's a scuff there.
Okay. That is really cool. I just love the lines. Very early 20th century to me.
So this is a gas iron that I do not have. It's in lovely shape.
So do you actually just pour the gas in the iron and light it? Like, how does it work?
So it works if you're familiar with like Coleman gas lanterns or Coleman gas camp stoves. They work the same.
Okay.
Okay, so there's like a flame that's in there that's going to heat the base. And yeah, so you can...
And what years were they most commonly used in?
Early 40s maybe,
Okay.
something like that.
That does look like it looks not that super old.
They made them into the 50s, I know. So yeah, before that, there were these, the charcoal irons.
Do you have that one?
I have one very similar to this. Yeah, this looks like it has 2 flues, so okay, so yeah, to let the charcoal breathe. And yeah,
That they're both cool.
you're gonna have to edit this because I can't get this one open very easily. No. Oh, okay, so that one's gonna stay here.
My friend Mark here, his nickname is Mr. MacGyver, just so you know why he can take apart anything and put it back together.
Yeah.
That's
so
very
I see
cool.
the pin is already, this one must be rusted together. So you'd have to probably hit that one with a rubber mallet to get that apart.
But are you thinking about picking up the other one?
I'll see what I find, yeah, because it's a nice example. I don't have one of these. I only have Coleman gas irons, so that would be a nice
addition
my
to the collection.
yeah.
Yep.
So I do look at chip tins and and marshmallow tins, old like campfire marshmallow tins, like real ones.
Chips and marshmallows, is there a reason it's just chips and marshmallows?
Marshmallow was because I don't know, we have a small one that we keep like fat wood and fire starter like next to the fireplace, you know, where you would make s'mores.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know.
I was thinking like, marshmallows, yeah, and chips, yeah, but together, like, do they go together?
Marshmallow chips and marshmallow. No, just because we've had a couple like New Era and Red Dot or chip tins in the family. It's just something, you know, that reminds me of family stuff that we have. And yeah.
Cool. Mark was reminding me that, he said he always forgets to look up, which I do too. I always forget to look up. Look at all this cool stuff up high. You gotta look up though.
Yeah, that's really cool, that Hepcat thing.
Too well. That is pretty darn cool. Can you see a price on it? I can't read it up there.
It almost looks like 28.
Huh.
Yeah.
Another thing I'm keeping my eye out for, if you can help me, is Polish pottery. I don't know if you know what that is.
Is what?
I think this is so cool. I just was thinking it looked like, something for camping or whatever. It is a church donation can for $65, which you can now see why. There you go. You put your quarters or coins in there. Very.
Got a hasp for a lock.
What do you call that? Hasp? Okay.
Something for a lock.
Okay. I didn't know that was even called. Do you consider this a lock?
Well, it's got the holes that would align. I mean, it seems to be built somewhat securely, so that's the only thing I can...
holes that you would put something through there. Okay,
yeah.
I was just not... Okay, got it.
And you roll your bills and
is
put them
that
in
what...
there.
I didn't know what that would be for. See? MacGyver.
I mean,
MacGyver always figures it out.
Well...
That's awesome. That's so cool.
That's a theory. My theory. That's all. I don't know much about everything.
He undersells himself. All right.
Yeah, it's illness, I guess, collecting. So, yeah.
He was just pointing out what?
The Greenbelt I have a collection of, I probably have a couple Greenbelt pitchers and a variety of different style beer glass sets and bottle openers. And
So do you know anything about that company? Because I know I feel a little bit embarrassed to be living in Wisconsin and know almost nothing about the breweries
Oh, yeah.
and barware.
Greenbelt built Minnesota,
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much. Yeah, the Twin Cities. Yeah, it's I don't know if it's Minneapolis or St. Paul. I want to say it's Minneapolis origin. But I don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure, but you know, the fascination with Greenbelt goes all the way back to college days. Coming back from Eau Claire, stopping at a gas station, and just getting a 12er of Greenbelt. And
Is it still in production? I don't
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
honestly, I don't think I've ever heard of Grainbelt.
Yeah, it's good.
Be nice. I don't
right.
know a lot of things about breweries and things that I should know about being a Wisconsin person. So, but so is that something you're interested in?
No, not really. I mean, especially for the price. It's
What are they asking?
$125.
Ooh, ouch. This is a telephone. Look at this. I mean, I can't really fit it in very easily. I'm going to come up closer. I mean, look at this. It is so ornate. It is $125 only. Oops, Mark's breaking things.
Oh, I'm just moving things.
Wowza. Wowza. I mean, that is amazing. I just love the handle on it. Good golly.
I'm interested in old kind of tools and things. I just bought a bench vise, but a bench vise with an anvil. Ooh. Yeah, well, that's what it looks like. But, to be a real anvil, it's got to be solid, and that's not. But it looks really neat. I don't have a practical use for anything like that. So several years ago, Bonnie and I purchased a reproduction Northwoods egg coffee tin. It's a reproduction canister made out of wood, I guess. Yeah, and it just sits on the dresser and collects stuff. But it was only a few weeks ago I came across an actual vintage Northwoods egg coffee tin. And it was very expensive.
What is egg coffee? Is that just a brand name? Or is that a
I
thing?
believe it was, but egg coffee is a thing where you just make coffee like in a pot and put a couple eggs, shell and all, in there and mash it up and brew the coffee like on the stove that way.
What?
And
Why? Why?
I think somehow the egg tends to capture the grounds, so there's not so many grounds end up in the coffee. It's been a while, so I may be misremembering that, but I do remember making it at home. So
I have never heard of that.
Yeah.
I think that's fascinating.
It's a thing.
That's why everyone, you want to take Mark thrifting and antiquing with you, because you learn so much. What do you like to do?
Well, I'm always interested in old tools, and especially old tools that are still usable, that I could have a use for. Keyword could, but such as small plane like that.
Yeah, you can still use those. And
Oh,
they're
sure.
Great, right?
I do really like this. However, I'm gonna leave it here because it's a little plain.
Here is one of the videos where I forget that I am not doing a voiceover. I should be talking, so now I have to do a voiceover. Anyway, I was really admiring the tchotchkes on these shelves, and I saw this interestingly shaped vase. This is a Ken Edwards piece. I believe very faintly you can see his initials on the bottom, and I really liked the shape. I love wood carvings, and this is a nice example of Henri wood carvings to the left with the monks. And then here in the right is this glorious ceramic dragon in the Chinese style. So the Henri carving is $250. Some of the vintage pieces can command those high prices. I thought this pig possibly could have been heroned, but Andrea by Sadek also makes that same pattern. I love woven straw handbags. I think they're just perfect for the summer. And obviously, I'm a fan. This one is inexpensive and very contemporary, but vintage ones can be a real find. They're asking $50 for this one, and I get tons of compliments on mine. So keep a lookout for these. What is it?
Well, it says it's a lollipop bank. It's like for holding or displaying
Your lollipops
for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there also, it's a bank too?
Well, no, I think it's just, is it?
Yeah, look on the other side. There's a little coin area.
Oh, there is. Okay. Dad, don't remember that. All I remember is I've had one since I was a little kid, and it was part of, when I was little playing with matchboxes, cars, and Hot Wheels cars. It was, a house. So, we're building.
Oh, you put it with your cars and then put lollipops in it? Cool.
No, we didn't put lollipops. It was just like where someone lived.
Okay.
When you're doing imaginative play.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But you could put lollipops
Well,
in
yeah,
it.
you could.
For me, I would have just put lollipops in it and then eaten the lollipops.
I mean, it had all those holes in the roof. I never really understood why. I never really cared. I actually just found that out not too long ago. So.
Okay. Mark and I are just talking about liking cat stuff, and I just think this is such a really cool set. It's Lefton, got that iridescent glaze on it and the little sparkly rhinestone eyes. So cute. I think I have cute little opal. These look like opals to me, at least. Pair of earrings for myself.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Hey, what were you looking at?
Oh, I told you Bonnie had collected minnow buckets. This is a minnow bucket. That's a very worn one. She collected
Nicer ones?
Close to pristine condition ones.
Okay. What did she use them for?
Decoration. It was a thing in the late 90s, early 2000s, I guess. A decorating thing. It was a trend.
With minnow buckets?
Yeah. They got really expensive for a while. And then, and now nobody sells them. So, because I guess the bottom dropped out of the vintage minnow bucket market. Girl, are you? No, but I just love the white stones on, it goes with everything, and those are iridescent. Yeah, I just love the glaze on this down here. This piece down here is, look at that glaze. It's a little beat up. I thought I found
a Van Briggle. $95.
All the answers to all of ACAB's dilemmas. But the more I'm reading the box, I think I'm wrong. Yeah, so Mark obviously noticed this and said that, at his workplace where he's got too many women around him. Could use the Thinkatron, right? That's awesome. It's a nice display of McCoy. I love this color on this $10 a pop picture. Mark over here is looking at, do you think that's right? It's probably like something used in a school? Yeah, this is vintage weather drawings. Vintage weather drawings. $10 a pop. But they all have a postal theme. Oh, okay. And then I saw this frog. Yeah. Don't you think this, he's a federal employee, so he wouldn't be out of a job if this happened. Let me see. Yeah, that's true. Lose mail to the wind or just salt it away in your attic? I think they would. You'll keep your job. I don't know. Not the post office.
because, you know, neither wind nor rain. They said wind nor rain or whatever else, right? No, it's sleet.
Well,
I take
but
it back.
isn't it?
It has to be
It
sleet.
won't keep them from making their rounds. It doesn't say it will. It won't prevent them from delivering the mail, obviously, because the letters are blowing away in that picture. He's still doing his route, but
yeah,
he's losing mail, and
Yeah.
well.
Here's some more phones. It's a child's metal phone. One of these old rotary dial guys. Very cool. I know this. But I just love her. She's a witch with the crystal. And she just makes me laugh and smile, and I love her. But she is $18. Did I say 18? She's just a little too much. And then we saw down here this bank, and you open it, it's cast iron, you open it up, and there's the banker, and you put your coin there, and he deposits it in the bank. That is so super cool. And I think this is, oh, how much is this? $45. Wow, awesome. So this is, instead of a cart review, we've got, well, it would have been a basket review, but now it's a bag review. So Mark's gonna show what he ended up picking up.
Well, I did pick up the like the vintage sad iron style bank that I found like right when we walked in the door. Now, I don't know, I'm a cat person, and this inexpensive book has some very true things about cats in there that I could relate to, so and I'm guessing the audiobook version also. So, oh, and this is like a little promotional, I don't know, card for some radio serial, Batman serial, but you know, like radio story. But this is definitely not a Batman I've seen before, and I just thought it looked really goofy. So, you know, ears are way too pointed, and it's definitely not, you know, the Batman, the original, like the TV Batman that I know. So, I just thought that was fun.
Okay, great. All right. So I, on the very moment we were on our way out of the Pilgrim Antique Mall, I saw this, and I'm in love. And I don't even think it's probably, it might be vintage, but it's not a, you know. This is for a friend who is into and has many chihuahuas. So I am thrilled with this. And then I also, I'm not going to show you, I found, well, should I show? Two little,
What, the earrings?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, they're just, you know, they're everyday, they're for me. And they're two pair of earrings. They wrap them separately. I don't know why they're really careful here. So you can know that your things will be taken very good care of. So this one, I think these might be real opals, which is why I got them.
There we go. Oh, sorry.
And they were only, what, $4?
Aren't you supposed to like constantly like tilt things when you're showing jewelry so they sparkle?
Oh, am I? Okay. I'm not really, I don't do a lot of jewelry.
There you go. Yeah.
Did it sparkle?
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. And then these, Mark and I both went, oh, I should get these.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, they're
Those
little
are
costumey things, but
spectacular.
Halloween, right? It's around the corner.
Oh, I wasn't even I was just thinking
Oh,
every day.
Every
No.
day, too. Okay.
Yes, Halloween. Yeah.
So, we had a great time at Pilgrim Antique Mall. You should all come and thrift on siblings. We'll do this again, and maybe with Mark, because he's a lot of fun. All right.